guess I should start my story by stating that I am a full practicing witch so that you can understand the many ghost encounters I have had over my lifetime were pretty common. But on this occasion, while I was visiting my favourite camping area at Crown Lake Park near the Devil's Backbone area, I had an encounter of so many ghosts and apparitions it was a bit overwhelming for me to experience. In case you are not familiar with the Devil's Backbone region, this area is supposed to have countless stories of ghostly encounters, mostly involving Confederate soldiers, hearing cavalry horses, and encounters with Native American apparitions as well. My encounter was a very unique one that I haven't heard of before in this region, so I am wondering if other people have experienced it. I had on that fateful March night back in 2008. I don't remember the exact date, but it was sometime near early March when I decided to go to the park and take a break from witchcraft to try to be a normal human for at least a day. I chose that fateful weekend because there was a threat of severe weather, so I knew there would hardly be anyone at the park. As I registered with the park ranger, the lady was kind and said there were only 4 other guests brave enough or crazy enough to be within 1,000-acre park and to be careful while I was there. I really enjoyed the day being out in the lake with the kayak and rowed across the lake to grab a bite to eat at the local restaurant that was part of the marina area of the lake. Even though there was threat of severe weather, it only lightly rained off and on throughout the day, so I stayed relatively dry, although maybe a little waterlogged at times from the rain and swimming I did throughout the day. It was so nice to take a break from my 24-hour witchcraft, and I secretly wondering if maybe I should try to live like a normal human being from now on, to focus on the living and not the supernatural aspects of my life. I felt like I was battle-born from the life I was living, and this vacation was something I really needed in my life to get some type of normality to it, just for the day. Well, as night fell on the region, I placed my boat back on land, swam a little more, and decided around midnight to head up to the park, Area 5, since it was the highest area of the park and had a beautiful view of the stars to see while I watched a movie from my battery-operated portable DVD player. By then the rain stopped and it was becoming partly cloudy, so I thought it would be a good idea to see a movie under the stars and enjoy the night I hoped would never end. As I was heading to the highest part of the park, I noticed that there were deer feeding at night, and they became very skittish as I passed them by the lone park table I was going to sit to watch my movie. What made me feel uncomfortable about the deer was that they did not seem to be afraid of me, but of something that was approaching our area, and then they came. I was determined not to be a happy camper that night and not a witch, so I purposely ignored all warning signs of an approaching supernatural experience that was about to unfold in front of me. So I kept thinking to myself, not tonight. I am not going to watch my movie, as I was heading to the lone stone table that I was going to view my movie at. I kept having visions of that stupid Blair Witch movie and kind of regretted I was making fun of evil earlier that day. I can be a little arrogant towards the supernatural, but that is probably caused by the many years of experiences I had with it, so my apologies. At any rate, I climbed on the table and started watching the movie. I brought with me the title of the DVD, Lady in the Water, which seemed appropriate since I was in the water and the whole day. Well, as I was sitting on the sacrificial table, yes, I know it was only a stone part table, but I kept having visions of being sacrificed on this table for some reason, and then I started seeing ghostly apparitions from the corner of my eye as I was watching my movie. At first, it was just a few entities, but then hundreds came and walked past me as I was attempting to see my movie. Well, needless to say, these apparitions had my full attention by now, and I was trying to understand why they were gathering around me. None of these ghost entities seemed to even be human, but had human form even though I couldn't see their faces because they were all wearing medieval looking masks to hide their identity. These masks were very European looking and very Celtic pagan look about them. I thought this was extremely strange because I never heard of European encounters in the region before, so I don't understand why these entities were in this region. Fortunately for me, things passed by most were either ignoring me or completely oblivious to my presence, and they seemed to be more interested to attend some type of celebration they were about to have and didn't seem to care I was in their presence, except for one entity that had a definite interest in me, and it seemed mischievous, which was unnerving. While all of this was happening, I kept feeling things crawling all over my legs and arms, so I took a chance and turned on my DVD player to convince myself that there were no bugs on me. So I shined the light on my legs and arms and found all types of bugs crawling around me, from silverfish to centipedes, and I understand that I am in a forest, but really, that was enough for me to feel like maybe it wasn't welcome there, and I didn't want to disturb their function, whatever it was, so I quietly and slowly left the area. But one small entity in a medieval jester looking costume kept following me, so I went to my car and locked the door. Fortunately, I didn't set up my tent equipment because of the wet ground, so I could leave the area anytime I wanted, but decided to try and get some sleep until the morning came to go back home. As I was sleeping in my car, I kept seeing that small entity jumping up outside my car and playing peekaboo with me by peeking and hiding from my window throughout the night. Well, after about an hour of this game, I had enough and decided to just drive home, which was over 70 miles away, to end this strange night, but that thing somehow followed me to my home and stayed there until dawn came. I still on this day do not know why this happened. I am so angry at myself by not staying there to find out why those things were there. I was just battle worn and wanted to live a normal weekend for just once and stay away from the supernatural world. When this happened to me, I still don't know what these things were. Celebrating because it was too soon for a Austria celebration. Perhaps these entities do not celebrate human holidays, but have their own time clock for their own celebration. I have the feeling I will never know. Well, that is an absolutely insane story. So here we have a witch who obviously was taking a day off or is trying to live a normal life, goes on vacation, and she gets tortured, it seems, by a ghost in a jester outfit, which is absolutely nuts. That's quite a scary one, actually. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share this video as well, so I can finally get my channel building back up again. But thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please subscribe and share with your friends and family, and remember, follow the crow.